Today, Cheltenham secured the signing of striker Aidan Keena for an undisclosed fee from Sligo Rovers. The 23-year-old joins for a club record fee from the Irish Premier Division side, being our third edition of this January transfer window. For us, I think this is a really good signing. He's clearly got experience and he's quite clearly a very, very good player who does know where the back of the net is, and we'll be talking about that all in this video. He helps create more competition in the attacking third for us, but also gives us the potential opportunity to offload some players through loans, etc., that aren't going to get game time, such as George Lloyd and maybe Christian Norton. Like I said, he is our third signing of the window, joining other striker Will Goodwin and young defender Elkan Baggett, with hopefully one more loan signing on the way in that last loan spot, which we hope will be a defensive midfielder. Keena was the Irish League's top goal scorer with 18 goals last season, however did pick up 21 goals in all competitions across that campaign. A man who does know where the goal is. Hallelujah. He joins a fairly competitive front two at the moment, who are starting to score goals, having said that we did lose 0-0 yesterday. But against Derby, we scored 2. Against Plymouth, we scored 2. I think Derby was the first time we'd scored 2 goals in a game since our win against Shrewsbury at home. So positive signs that we're starting to score goals, but this edition could mean even more. The Irishman signed for Sligo Rovers after leaving Scottish side Falkirk. He did also pick up 5 goals in his time there in the 2021-22 season. He does sign for Cheltenham on a 3-year deal, keeping him at the club until the end of 2025 and start of 2026. So a long-term deal. He's got a lot of time to settle in and hopefully prove himself, but hopefully he hits the ground running and starts bagging goals for us sooner rather than later. Mickey Moore did state that he was the man that we were chasing in this January transfer window, and I think that's probably a fair statement because this transfer window has been quite stagnant up until this point. Obviously, only 2 signings before today. So it's clear that we've been chasing someone and we've had most of our focus on one player. And I think it is a bit of a gamble because he's from the Irish League, but if you're a proven goal scorer in any league, you've got the potential to score that many at any similar level. So fingers crossed it pays off. It is also worth noting that he did score 2 goals for Sligo Rovers in Europe in their UEFA Conference League qualifiers. He has also had spells in English football, albeit a short one, only playing 8 league games for Hartlepool United. However, did pick up 2 goals there. So once again, he's a man that's going to get goals, whether it's 5 or whether it's 20, who knows. It's one of those where either way it's going to pay off, it just depends how much. I do think it's a really good addition to the team because I think, of course, Alfie May is a proven goal scorer and he has started to score a lot more goals in recent games. However, I do think we need another reliable face in the team that is going to pop up with the odd goal and, regular goal contributions, whether that's assists or finding the net himself. I think him and Alfie will work brilliantly. It's interesting to see how we will utilise him. Will we try and play him as a hold-up striker like we played with Dan and we are playing with Will at the moment? He is 5'11", so will he have enough height to play that role? I don't know, probably not. Will we change our way of playing? Only time will tell. It's a weird one, but either way, if we can utilise him to the best of his ability, he will score goals for us. But like I say, I think on a broader scale for the club itself and for the whole squad, it's a fantastic addition because it means that those strikers that even before this signing weren't getting game time, we can now offload those and loan them out to League 2 sides, National League sides, whatever it may be. And hopefully these loans will be effective. But I imagine that we will see 1 or 2 strikers go out on loan over the next week or so. Of course, the transfer window does shut on Tuesday. So will there be any outgoings? Will there be any incomings? Hopefully there is one of the latter. But I'm not John Palmer. I don't know everything that's going on. But fingers crossed we do see some good business in the end of this transfer window. But only time will tell. He is a bagsman and he was fantastic for them in achieving them a 5th place finish in the Irish Premier Division last season. He will be a miss for them this season and I do feel a bit bad because it's always tough seeing his star player leave. But they said it themselves, it was going to happen at some point, and when a team comes in that is probably of a higher level and there is an appeal for the player, it's unlikely that they're going to be able to hold on to him. They've only had positive words to say about him, and it's fantastic to see that we have brought in a player who is a key figure in another side that will hopefully have a similar impact for us. We did fend off competition from other sides. I believe 2 in League 2 in Colchester United and Tranmere Rovers. And I believe 1 or 2 in Sweden as well. So a bit of an interesting one there. But it's good to see that we're the appeal to players like this. However, you weigh it up. Okay, the similar thing happened with Tom Bradbury in terms of we fended off Tranmere for him. So I think this time will be different because I think Tom Bradbury obviously hasn't had the chance to show himself. But there's certainly competition there to hopefully also push Will Goodwin on for us to get the best out of him. What the starting 2 will be, I don't know. If we change the way we play, ultimately it'll be Keena and May. If we don't, Will Goodwin might stay in that squad. But either way, hopefully, they're going to be brought in to push each other. And fingers crossed, they are going to push each other to be very, very successful for us and hopefully keep us up this season in what is going to be a very, very tough second half of the season. But in summary, I do think this is a fantastic signing. And it is nice to see the club dipping into the pockets as well a bit and getting the money out. But hopefully we move on now. This is a fantastic sign, but hopefully we move on. And in the last few days of this window, we do pick up that central defensive midfielder, which I have been crying out for months. And fans are starting to realise now that we really could do with one. Comment your thoughts on this signing down below, and if you are a Sligo Rovers fan, please do inform us of what your thoughts are and what kind of player he is in general. Obviously, you guys, the fans, will know better than any of us and any of what Google says. So please do let us know in the comments. It would be massively appreciated. And channel fans, let me know what you think of this signing. I can see all the comments being the same. It's a very, very solid signing. But let me know nonetheless. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope this video was informative and you did enjoy. Please do smash like and subscribe. Help us to get 2,000 subscribers by March. That would be massively appreciated. And yeah, have a class rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.